picked a great day to tune in, ladies and gentlemen. We have the smooth sounds of two of our favorites from Atlanta and Company. You know them. We have Joe Gransden, Kenny Banks. They're going to perform for us a little later in the show. But of course, entertaining all around Atlanta, all around this fabulous country. It is my next guest. He is no stranger to this show. Check him out at his latest performance.
All the bad luck in this town has found me. And now nobody knows how true our crowds around me. When I'm all alone with no one to love, but that old life you ain't never gonna give me. Cause when I get low, sing it.
Yes, he is one of my favorites. Let's give him a big round of applause. You've been hearing from him all morning long. Please welcome back to the show the very talented, our dear friend Joe Gransden, with special guest pianist, equally as talented, Kenny Banks. Thank you for being here, Kenny. I love that picture of you too, by the way, back there.
Isn't that nice?
It's so nice. I'm so happy you're back. And talk about what you've been up to in the last few months since I've seen you.
Well, you just saw that little video. We were at the Blue Note in New York City, which was a blast. The whole big band went, and we're getting ready to do a new record. Kenny's going to play some piano on it. The whole big band's going to record. We're playing Aquavino tonight at the Georgia Aquarium.
That's fabulous.
That's going to be great. And tomorrow night we're doing Ella Fitzgerald's 100th birthday at the Nixon Performing Arts Center in Noonan, Georgia, with Carmen Bradford, who's one of the greatest vocalists in the world.
That is incredible. 100th birthday celebration, Donald Nixon Center, and to go joegransden.com for more ticket info.
There's links there. For sure,
good.
For sure.
I know you reached out to me right the day of the recent passing of Glenn Campbell, who I was lucky enough to see one of his last concerts with Kenny Rogers at Chastain. And his children performed with him. It was incredible. That really was something that hit home with you. And what was it about his passing that really resonated with you?
Well, you know, I got to work with him one time, about 10 years ago, out in Carmel, California. It was one of those Clint Eastwood events. And, and I got to be on stage with Glenn Campbell for just a couple songs. But I just never forget the way he treated me. He was so kind. He was so cool to talk to. He had so many great stories. My wife and Glenn Campbell and his wife and myself, we went out and had some drinks and relaxed. And I just got to be around him and see the side of him that really touched me. Sometimes you get around some of those really famous people, it's hard to get close to them.
Yes.
He was so cool. So every time we do a show, we throw in a little tribute to what he's been dealing with for so many years, and now he's gone. So it just kind of really hit me hard. You know?
I know, it gives me chills, and you're going to perform in a minute. I want to turn to Kenny. Kenny, if you want to turn this way so we can get a nice shot of you. Talk about why this collaboration with Joe. You guys play so well together. You have so much fun. It seems you can tell you're loving it. What is it that you most enjoy about playing with this guy? I'm putting you on the spot.
Be nice.
He's right here.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
All right, since you're right here.
Yeah, exactly. No. I'll tell you the truth later, Christine.
No, we've had a great relationship for many years. I think we've been playing together 17 years?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, you were 48 when we started. I remember that.
Exactly. But, you know, I think, you know, musically we're always going for the same thing. You know, which is just doing the music justice, doing the art justice, doing whatever it calls for, whatever the room calls for. That's what we want to be about.
Well, it's such a treat to have you both here to kick off our weekend. And what are you going to be performing?
We're going to do a Jimmy Webb classic called By the Time I Get to Phoenix. Glenn Campbell recorded this in 1967, won all kinds of awards. And it's a beautiful song. One really cool point about this song is Frank Sinatra was quoted as saying it's one of the greatest torch songs ever written. And it's one of my favorites. And we always do this kind of for Glenn Campbell, so it's nice that you're allowing us to do it on the show.
Oh, absolutely. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right. By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising. She'll find the note I left hanging on her door, and she'll laugh when she reads the part that says I'm leaving, 'cause I've left that girl so many times before. By the time I make Albuquerque, she'll be working. She'll probably stop at lunch and give me a call, but she'll just hear the phone keep on ringing off the wall. That's all
take Oklahoma. She'll be sleeping. She'll turn softly and call my name out low. And she'll cry just to think I'd really leave her. Though time and time again I tried to tell her so, but she just didn't know that I would really go. Oh no, 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 she just didn't know.
Got me teary-eyed. Thank you so much, Joe. Kenny, thank you so much. Always a pleasure to have you. And if you would like to learn more about all the wonderful things Joe's doing, want tickets to anything, it's joegransden.com. All right, don't go anywhere. Real Talk is back. Don't go away. Out to break.